What's going on, junkies? Welcome back to the channel. We're trying something new here. We don't have a name for it yet, so if you don't mind, comment down a potential name for this. And we're gonna be talking betting today. I don't know how many of our subscribers are into it or whatnot. We just think it'd be good to give some good feedback. Comment down below some of the best lines you're seeing that we might not mention. Give some feedback on these lines. Let's get it. All right, so this is the Sports Junkies parlay. Well, not parlay, but
it is a parlay.
And we're gonna give our top three. We'll give the picks we're thinking of going with, and we'll give you guys the top three that we like and then the top three that we don't like. And our lists aren't going to be the same, so there might be one he likes that I don't like, but there might be one I don't like that he likes. So I guess I'll start off with one of my likes, or actually I'll just go with all three, and I'll say I have Ole Miss. I love Ole Miss -1.
It's actually +1. They're an underdog to Mississippi State.
Or yeah. You're right. You're +1. So for some reason, Mississippi State is a favorite. I think Matt Corral might have injured his leg in a car crash or something because it's not making sense. But that Ole Miss has cashed us in all year, and they're going to do it this weekend. That's a definite hit. Vanderbilt. We're gonna pick Vanderbilt. We're picking Tennessee -31 over Vanderbilt. I picked Tennessee last week. They hit it with no problem. High-powered offense. Vanderbilt's not gonna be able to keep up. Winning by 31. That's light work, baby. Vanderbilt is the trash bags of the SEC. And it will be for a very long time. And Tennessee's offense is probably the best in the SEC. Like, no joke. When you think about it, they legit have the top offense. Josh Heupel's working wonders. I love that pick. And then I'm going to go with Kentucky +3 versus Louisville. Surprising that they're underdogs, but Kentucky's pretty dominant, and they've got a pretty decent SEC defense, and I like their chances against an ACC school, and I like their chances of scoring points on offense with the threats that they have. So those are my three likes.
Okay, I've been betting for a couple weeks, so I know how to do this stuff. Me and you both agreed on the Ole Miss pick +1.5. I'm just saying that so I can just reassure y'all that is 9 times out of 10 gonna hit. Another pick that I liked was we both liked it. It was 7.5 point favorite, Ohio State over Michigan. We both think Ohio State's gonna keep steamrolling teams in the Big Ten, and Michigan's their next guest, and I think that they're gonna beat them, honestly, and it's gonna be by more than probably 14 points, honestly, if I'm being honest. And the next game that I liked, it was Pittsburgh over Syracuse. Pittsburgh's a 13.5 point favorite. I think they will win by 2 touchdowns. And if y'all don't understand spreads, you basically just add the team that is the favorite. You add the 13.5 to Syracuse since Pittsburgh's the favorite. But if they got a plus, which is Ole Miss, you add those points to Ole Miss's score. So Pittsburgh just has to win by 14.5 points against Syracuse. Another pick that I liked, let me find it real quick. It is NC State over North Carolina. NC State is a 6-point favorite, so add 6 to North Carolina score. That's how much they got to win by. They got to win by 7. North Carolina is definitely going to win, or North Carolina State's definitely going to win by 7, I feel like. They have a better defense than Wake Forest had, and they got just as good as an offense as North Carolina has. I just think they're just going to outduel them at that point. But yeah, those are my picks. He told your picks. We have an 8-team parlay pulled out, and it's paying $4K for just $25. You can put those teams that we just told you on a parlay. It'll probably pay out $2,000 for $25. So if you want to do that, do it. We don't encourage betting. I think that's illegal to do that.
However,
but hey, do what you want.
If you're if you don't want to fail your parlay, let me tell you the picks you don't want to do. Kansas State and Texas. Yeah. As much as I think Texas will win this game, at the same time, what if they lost 6 straight? Yeah, they're not that good. I think the safer bet would be Kansas State, but I think with Texas, you don't really know what team is going to show up, and it's too risky of a pick. Number 2, I'm going to go Iowa versus Nebraska. I don't like it because Nebraska has been losing a lot of close games against top-ranked talent, and I don't even think Iowa's ranked anymore, and they've definitely digressed since the beginning of the year. Remember, this team was ranked number 2.
Yes, remember when they got dogged that week, and nobody was talking about it.
They got clapped by Purdue, and no one cared. No one cared at all. But I don't like that line. I think that game could go either way, and I think it's a little bit too risky for the pick. But that game is actually Nebraska +1. Am I correct, or is it Iowa +1?
It's Nebraska +1.5.
Correct. And then 3, Florida versus Florida State, man. Florida's first game without Dan Mullen. I don't know what's going to happen in that game. Florida State's been trending upwards with a new quarterback under center. I think it'd be smart to bet Florida State, but at the same time, Florida's Florida. So SEC, ACC, I'm always going to take SEC. So I think that's too risky of a pick for me. But the game of who's going to miss a bowl game. If Florida misses a bowl game, that would be one of the biggest L's I've ever seen, considering in week 3 they thought they could compete with Georgia and potentially make the playoffs. To now they're like, well, we might not make a bowl game. Congratulations, Florida. And I've picked Florida in a parlay 2 weeks in a row, and they
failed us because we've had the same parlay every week. They failed us.
Correct.
I got a couple teams that I wouldn't pick personally. Number 1 is gonna be LSU plus 6.5 over Texas A&M. I just feel like, I don't know why. There's no logistics behind it. I just feel like that's gonna be it's either gonna be close or Texas A&M's gonna run away with it. That's how I feel about it, and I just feel like if you bet on it, it'll be close. Or if you bet on it, it's gonna be a runaway game with Texas A&M. But if it's too close, you'll win with LSU. Another game that I'm iffy about is Oklahoma State. I'm not going to say a certain team on that just because I feel like the game could go either way. I told you this. I think Oklahoma State can win it, and, I think Oklahoma can win it. It's just which Oklahoma shows up to play. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been dominant in weeks, and they've been kind of terrible in some weeks where they have to switch quarterbacks and then turn the engines back on. Last game that I really just don't trust, and I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm going to have to go with the I don't know which one I want to say. I'm going to have to go with the Missouri-Arkansas one. I wouldn't take Arkansas minus 15 just because I feel like Missouri has a huge confidence boost right now. They just got Florida to fire their head coach.
Yeah, they've definitely been. Yeah, and they've been heating up lately too, especially against the spread.
So yeah, I would not take Arkansas in that game.
Look out for. I don't trust them.
And Arkansas just got pummeled.
I mean, they beat South Carolina the week before. Am I correct? Yeah, they beat South Carolina.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Arkansas's coming off that game against Bama, man. Like this guy, I heard a guy say, he said, when you play teams like Bama and Georgia, you're gonna end up losing the next game because you're just so beat up. Physical games, man, physical teams, and I think Missouri might cover that spread. That was another game I was looking at. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games in here that are just weird. Like I wouldn't expect Washington State to be a 1-point favorite over Washington, but then I don't really pay attention to the Pac-12 like that. But I feel like it's weird because I remember Washington losing to an FCS school earlier this year. And then you got Army 3.5-point underdog under Liberty, and last time I remember Liberty was like a top 25 school to start the season. So I don't know what's going on down there. And they have a top quarterback in the draft, and they're only a 3.5-point favorite over, our U.S. Army.
Do they?
Do they? Question mark. Kenny Pickett, number 1 overall. Anyways, honestly,
Matt Corral to Pittsburgh.
I like this Maryland game. 1.5 favorite over Rutgers. Or no, I don't know. No. Maryland's offense is shaky. I can't trust it. I wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, remember
Tuala.
was doing great.
How do you even say it? It's not Tua. It's like Talia. Tualia? I don't know. It's.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm trolling. Yeah, Talia Tagovailoa.
Man. Oh, Jesus. Oh my goodness.
Pain. And he did that against Iowa too. Let that sink in. Definitely would. I don't know. Yeah, it seems a little interesting. I mean, because the Rutgers are the Rutgers, but
you're only a 1.5 point. If you're a 1.5 point favorite over like Rutgers, I'm not going to trust it because Rutgers have been horrible. They're trying to turn it around with I think Greg Schiano. Greg Schiano. Oh my goodness, Greg Schiano is their head coach now, but I don't know how that's going to pan out with them. They're 1.5 point underdogs though. Hey, it's your life though.
Yes, sir. But this has been Sports Junkies this week's picks and safe picks, negative picks, and then we went over a couple of those lines. Once again, let us know in the comments what you guys are thinking. Until next time, guys. Been Kid, Cam Kid.
That's it.
That's it.
The name suggestions, man. We need a name for this. Honestly, I came up with an amazing name.
For this segment.
I came up with it's the Sports Junkie Podcast. Yeah. I was gonna say the Sports Junkies Parlay. Yeah. Anyways, give us some name suggestions.
Till next time, guys. This has been Kid. See you soon.